could simply walk over, take care of the animals, make sure everything's running properly over there. They could bring, if a dog's getting adopted, they could just bring it over to CVAC. So that's one of my ideas, because the euthanasia that's going on, it's distressing to the community, but it's particularly distressing to the staff at the shelter. And I'm sure there's even more workers' comp cases because of post-traumatic stress. I've talked to former people in shelters who cried for hours telling about all the animals they had to kill. This is a horrible thing. It's also it's costing more money in workers' comp. So let's stop the contract now, put the remaining $2 million that's still left, and start moving these things. Thank you very much.
And I don't know if it's a V or a U. I'm going to say Ione.
It's Iovino.
Oh, I'm sorry?
Iovino. I-O-V-I-N-O.
It's you.
Yeah, Iovino. Thank
you.
Hello. Hi, Lisa Blodgett from La Quinta. The public relations,
Louder.
The public relations and presentations here are fantastic and outstanding. While the killing of shelter animals continues in abundance, 550 animals in the month of July. Despite the requests of rescues to stop the daily slaughter, to give some time to rescue, the Director of Animal Services doubled down and said no. We're losing rescues who will no longer work with RCDAS as a result. Kristen Hassan has been gifted $533,000 in taxpayers' money as of May 2025. If her contract were canceled, only a portion of the funds could be allocated to support spay-neuter programs, expanded kennel space, and host adoption events. This is not the no-kill model we asked for, 4th District Supervisor. If you want to know why we aren't happy and what gives, there you go. In addition, the population in the Coachella Valley has increased dramatically since CVAC opened its doors in 2004. The city of Indio did not participate in CVAC as they had their own pound in 2004. In 2012, the city of Indio closed its doors and contracted with the county. The county was happy to take their money with no accommodations for the Indio pets. Indio is the largest city in the valley and has the highest intake at CVAC. I urge you to all seriously consider moving forward by taking the next step and exploring how a JPA would benefit the animals and the community, as suggested by Councilmember Steve Sanchez. This would be done with real transparency, credible statistics, and a forensic audit. If there's nothing to hide, why hide it? Let's gain the public's trust, which is not by catering to special interests and personal agendas, by hiring and appointing the wrong people. Let's see if we can get this burden off the county. The 4th District Supervisor has repeatedly stated publicly he would love the cities to take over.
Thank you for your time.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely.
All right. My name is Jean Livino. I'm here today as an advocate. This is my very first meeting. So, but I look at Facebook. I see the posts about this dog, tagged so-and-so, friendly, blah, blah, is going to be put down this day. The next 2 days, somebody comes say, I see all this. And I see a lot of the other Facebook talks. I've talked to people in general. I myself have rescued pets, I have cats and dogs, so I love them both. I look at them not as animals, I look at them as part of my family. They have souls, they have eyes, they cry, they have pain. They have joy. They look for a future. You know that when you go home, you walk in, they're there. Why? Because they love you. Okay? So just because they have 4 legs, 3 legs, whatever, and fur, doesn't make them less, frankly, than what we are. And frankly, maybe a little better than we are, because we commit a lot of harm, unnecessary harm, because we don't think above the norm. In other words, we don't think out of the box enough to try to make these better. A lot of what was said today is what I was going to say. 550 animals euthanated in 1 month. I mean, it made me sick to my stomach. One thing that really bothered me is that there was a letter that was sent to the director, and they were pleading for a few days to help these animals. These are rescues that wanted to do something so that animals were not put down. And the response was, we can't do what you ask at this time. What does that mean? We can't do what you ask at this time. I'm asking for more time to save animals, but you can't provide that. That should not even have been in a letter. That was it. There's no collaboration, no compromise, just a cold shutdown of people offering time, their homes, and their hearts to help. It's not leadership, it's policy by indifference. And it stands to conflict, frankly, with Riverside County's own stated policy, which is, it is the department's policy not to euthanize adoptable or otherwise healthy animals. These are adoptable, healthy animals that were slaughtered. But that's happening every single day. We'll talk about the $2.5 million again, taxpayer dollars that go to an out-of-state consultant, while local rescue groups, fosters, and volunteers are left out of the conversation, dismissed or ignored. And imagine what the funding would do if we redirected it to real measurable collaboration with both community-based partners and proven out-of-state animal welfare organizations. If we have to send animals somewhere else, we're flying them with wings, we have money to do that, and we have the money also to find more of these rescues that could take these animals.
Thank you, Jean.
I want to say one last thing, and I apologize. I'm going over 30 seconds. But I want to go with the sanctuary concept, because that's where we should be leading. Riverside County should be the leader in a sanctuary concept. Still adoptions, still...
Jean, thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
Next is Linda Stefani, followed by Tiffany LeBeau. Is Linda here? Linda?
Which Linda?
Linda Stefani? Nope. Okay. All right. So next up is Tiffany LeBeau, followed by Chris Ziegler.
Thank you. They are relevant to this.
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You are getting a handout from Casey, which contains information about Mary Martin, including correspondence between her and rescue organizations. We have been at a critical stage with overcapacity at RCDAS for well over 24 months. Enter Kristen Hassan. The $2.5 million contract for 2 years of data extrapolation is a despicable waste of funds, given that we already know the answer to why we are in this mess. Lack of leadership from the county and all the cities that contract with our CDAS. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Spay and neuter campaigns should have been top of mind in all cities and county jurisdictions 2 years ago. $2.5 million for a spay-neuter campaign for all residents of the county would have mitigated the deluge of at-risk animals currently in the shelters. Would all residents take part in this offer? Probably not, but we do know that a vast majority of the community is desperate to do right by their pets. And we know that brick and mortar spay and neuter is extremely expensive. On day one, Mary Martin could have directed staff to focus on spay and neuter efforts through outreach to veterinarians in critical areas in San Jacinto and Riverside City. At a modest count, the city of Riverside has 18 vet clinics, and San Jacinto Hemet area has between 10 and 15. Making a call to request spay and neuter services to be performed in the county mobile spay and neuter unit with funds coming from animal services would have and still can have a positive outcome. Perhaps this is a long shot, but we will never know unless we ask. Kim Hardy had a very positive engagement with veterinarians in the Coachella Valley. Cities should also be engaging with their local clinics to establish relationships for their residents and be booking mobile spay and neuter services through Coachella Animal Network and Animal Action League. The underlying problem is that our collective city's population has tripled in the 20 years since the shelters were built, but the capacity of the shelters remains unchanged. I have researched the availability of modular kennels to accommodate more animals. They can be rented, they're on wheels, and delivered within a few weeks to all the shelters for less money than what Animal Services pays to have the euthanized animals rendered with a company called TLC in Southern California. Mary Martin could have made that decision on day one.
Thank you.
If she had the desire to put the animals first.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Next is Zipper, followed by Peggy Crowley.
I'll make what I have to say very fast. Cancel the contract, take the money for spay and neuter, and what Tiffany said with the modules. We need to do something. And the population is going to continue to grow. So if we don't, this is just going to get worse unless we really become proactive and start doing something. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Peggy Crowley. Ms. Crowley? Oh, there you go.
Oh, I shouldn't do that.
And she'll be followed by Dale Balukas.
By who?
Dave Balukas.
Okay. Hi, good morning. Oh, is it morning? Yeah, good morning, everybody. Thank you for doing what you do. Great announcements about the 34 new jobs. 500 applicants, come on, that's cool. Tamara Hedges. Am I saying your last name right? Hi, thanks for opening the Desert Wildlife Center.
Yes.
Right? Such a great community that we have, and would you work on trying to change the hours, please? I mean, I know you can't answer. Well, you can answer. Anyway, well, see, the thing is, what the hours at the Desert Wildlife Center. So right now, for the opening, it's Monday through Friday business hours, and that's the same hours that El Paseo Animal Hospital has, where Dr. David Jeffrey is the bird guy and the, what they call it, exotics. So that leaves us in the valley, in the Coachella Valley here, it leaves us still with a gap that people call me, and I have to take the animals out to Pond Digger Wildlife in Cherry Valley. So I just wanted to get that note in. I can't wait till the hours get maybe changed to include the weekend. What else? Kristen, hi. I have to yank my hearing aids out when you talk because you're so loud. You can do theater. So I just wanted to give that note. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way. I probably have sensitive ears. Kim, thank you for what you did with getting all those veterinarians together. You're amazing. So many people in this room who do real hands-on work. It's a privilege to be part of the community with all y'all. Bye-bye.
Peggy is a bird rehabber. She's fantastic. Thank you so much. And after Peggy was Dale, is Dale? Hello, Dale.
Yes. Hi, my name's Dale Lucas. I'm a Fido dog walker. In about 15 minutes, I'll be on the I-10. It was one in my back seat, headed to Whitewater today to beat the heat. I'm taking everyone to the mall to beat the heat a little bit. It's usually about 120 miles door to door round trip for me on my Wednesdays, which I went to today. Mr. Sanchez, we want to ride shotgun and learn about the Fido program firsthand. If anybody wants to join me out to Whitewater, hop in or follow me there. Two quick ones, just changing the culture. If we can, we got to score that Elvis Presley song, Don't Be Cruel, and get an ad campaign just to teach kids, whatever culture you're from. We can't say, oh, it's a cultural thing anymore. Teach these kids, teach these families, have constant repetition. We see constant repetition for air conditioning ads. Let's see some constant repetition of that song with some dogs that are left outside all day. Just get these families to be more cognizant of what their responsibilities are as pet owners. And the only little quick one, I was posting on Facebook the other day. I was just brainstorming when I saw a bunch of strays. It was footage of a bunch of strays up in Desert Hot Springs area. That $5 per 900,000 parcels. Put it towards. You ever heard of like a gun buyback program? A lot of cities do, where you pay people to act right a little bit. What if we made it more? I know that the spay and neuter stuff is really hitting its stride, but what if we offered something to them, brought people out of the woodwork, just like it does with guns, like a little stipend for not just free, but entice people to do it, because not shady people will come out of the woodwork for money. Do something like that with some of those funds. I know it's money that's not quite there, but anyways, yeah, I send a lot of photos. Ms. Strong, I've sent you a bunch of photos and videos of our outings. Marlo too. If anybody has, could find me. If anybody could use some info and some footage and photos, don't make me kind of come look for you guys. I don't quite know how to, but done deal. Take care.
Our next person up is Alan Woodruffs. Wood, it's a D. Well, you wouldn't know. We're gonna have to work on that spelling of the D. Looks like a backwards K.
Good to see you. Dance to this wedding. Good morning. Nice to see all of you. Extremely excited to be here because we've covered a lot of progressive, positive ground since the last meeting, okay? We have a team that I work with on a daily basis. They are here. They are people from Golden Voice who produce Coachella. So we have a group of people that have endorsed us for what we want to do. And what we are going to focus our energy on is spay and neuter and foster program. We will not focus on Indio. I think Kim has a very good handle on that. We're deeper. We're in Mecca. We're in Coachella. We are in the places where it is very beneficial to be able to speak Spanish. Yo hablo español. Okay, so we have a program. We took the ladies, was it Tuesday? Tuesday we went out? Okay. I'm going to tell you something, and I mean this very sincerely, which will bring a round of boos. These ladies know what they're doing. They are much more advanced in their verbiage, in their awareness, in their experience than I have ever been, and I've been working in this crap for 20 years. Okay? I've been in the Oasis trailer park so many damn times that they like me there. Okay? We have an opportunity with the people that she has on her team to not only get a spay and neuter program that will last. And what nobody talks about in here is we can do this. This is not a rocket scientist material, but the key is longevity. What happens today in 2025 could be totally different by 2030. And all the energy that we have in this room to solve this problem, it has to be done so that it will last. There are ladies over here that are absolutely 100% big-time major league fundraisers. Okay? So,
Where is it? They've taken.
well, listen, the group that you're hearing behind me about canceling the contract, this is the Walter Clark group. These are the plaintiffs. Not one of them have toted a water bag. Not many of them have cleaned the cat off the concrete. What they're here for is this.
How dare you! Alan! Turn around! Turn around!
That's wrong.
You are a disgusting
I
person!
made
Be
my
ashamed
point.
of
This is
yourself!
my
Will you
point.
please be seated?
Hi, Mary. I told you. Okay? But this is the point. They are not willing to work with us. They are trying to work against us. Not one of them have met these people. They have no idea of their experience. I have not seen them one time down deep, dark in the
Drinking the Kool-Aid!
That's right. I'm making the Kool-Aid.
You'll say anything.
See, so that's the point. Is once we get to the point where we can create a very strong foster program and we control the eastern end of this valley, we'll be successful. Thank you very much.
Alan, what we're talking about?
And our last speaker is C.R. Craig.
I'm no waste person here. Are you kidding me? Do you know how much time I go out there getting water and food to those dogs? You're a jerk.
You don't care.
Okay, we have our next speaker up. Please offer some courtesy.
Of course. I'm Craig, C.R. Craig, resident of Palm Desert. Firstly, I want to say kudos to so many in the community coming out with this time change. I may have thought that the meeting started at 9:30 had I relied on the County District 4 supervisor website. Still had that time up there as of yesterday. Thank you to volunteer Wendy who corrected me that it's 8:30. I appreciate the candor of Director Martin, who has acknowledging that the county kills animals, because when we euthanize, we are killing them, so we need not shy away from the K word. So that brings me to the plight of Bruno, a pit bull with some dog aggression, who was in CVAC and took up a kennel all to himself due to that aggression. Had a deadline to be killed due to space. That deadline extended by 1 day, and a wonderful foster stepped up, got him out, and also a trainer, Val Massey, has donated her services working with him. But that foster still cannot take him any further. So he's set to be going back to CVAC, and I can't imagine. But he still has some aggression that he won't be deadlined again if things proceed as they have been. So if somebody knows somebody with a big heart and ability to handle a dog, you could be saving one life, maybe more than one life, due to the kind of domino effect. You free up some space and you make it. You all know. You make it less crowded and less problematic. So please be on the lookout for that. And if you have somebody in mind, you can approach me or numerous other advocates here. And thank you for giving a shout out to volunteer Rick. His dedication to socializing numerous big dogs nearly every week is something to be seen. Actually that. What's been posted up there has kind of given me a brainstorm to how to multiply that factor even more and get some more volunteers involved that have had some reluctance to work with the big dogs. So that's I'm sure there's more I could cover, but I will yield the time and thank you for being out here.
Thank you so very much. Mr. Craig is our last speaker who filled out a card, and I just want to end our meeting because we have this hard stop. The emotion in this room rose a bit at this meeting. We had been on a really good trajectory down, and please show me some respect, please. I would not laugh while you were speaking. This meeting's made a difference. It's changed somehow. I'm going to be outside for a bit. I'd love to know why. What's different at this meeting than the last meeting? the meeting before, and the meeting before that. So,
550
Could you-
dogs and cats dead.
you
No
are
credibility.
really disrespectful of me. I don't know why. Why are you?
I'll let you know.
Let's step out. Let's step out. So the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you. So tell us that means we have to leave. Thank you.
I really like what you said up there with your solutions and stuff. Can I take a picture?
I actually have